Wallet Hoppers! Today we'll talk about the statute of limitations for credit card debt. Statute of limitations is essentially the time during which a lawsuit is legally relevant. So during that time, you can be sued for amounts owed. Once the statute of limitations runs out, a suit can be initiated, but it will be thrown out of court if you make it clear that the debt is time barred or older than the statute of limitations. The age of debt depends on how recently you made a payment toward it. The statute of limitations clock begins at the time of your last payment and resets each time you make a payment, so you can re-age your debt. It can also reset if you promise to pay the debt or even admit that you owe the amount in question. You can find your state's statute of limitations in WalletHub's guide on the subject, which you can check out by clicking the link here. Just keep in mind that there are caveats to the timeframes. For example, if you move states after opening your credit card, you could be sued in either one of those states. If you believe that the statute of limitations on your debt has expired and you're still hearing from debt collectors, the first thing you should do is ask whether you owe if it's time barred or not. It's illegal for debt collectors to lie when answering that question. But they can just decline to respond, in which case you should inquire as to the date of your last payment. If you get a response, you'll be able to determine whether the statute of limitations has run out or not. If you don't get a response, you can send a letter to the debt collector disputing what you owe, asking for verification that you do indeed owe it. Debt collectors are legally required to suspend collection efforts until verification is provided. If your debt is still legally relevant, all that's left to do is either wait and hope not to get sued before your limitations expires, or seek to reach a settlement with your creditor. The latter should be your preferred option, but be very careful what you say because the last thing you want to do is reset the statute of limitations. So unless you plan to pay off your debt in full or have reached a settlement, don't start making small payments in hopes of stopping the calls, because that does not get you debt free and does not stop the debt collectors from bothering you. Ultimately, the decisions of whether you decide to pay your outstanding credit card debt or not are yours alone to make. However, as this is the case with any major decision, it's best that you have all the facts and know your options. And this can all get a bit confusing at times, especially when you have debt collectors breathing down your neck. So to find out more about what you can do regarding your credit card debt, click the button here and good luck.